Well, there you go for Independence Day evening. Ron gave me a text, said you got a hayfield on fire, and I said, what? Where? Apparently that started across the road where the two firefighters, oh, there they are. Apparently, where'd my finger? They started across the road right there, jumped straight across the road, part of the bank's done, and just got that little bit of the field. So I don't know if it was a cigarette, backfire, or what. But hey, that's why you're supposed to be safe. Well, okay. I put it up as a short. It might be the beginning for this video. Get out of this is. Field right there. You can't see most of it because of the trees now. That's where the fire was. So, and the ironic thing is when Ron texted me and said there was a fire in one of our fields, and I called him as I stepped out the door. I stepped out the door and I heard fireworks. Then they quit. I haven't heard any since then, until literally right before I pressed record right now. Just heard some that direction. Not very far away either. So, hopefully, the idiots don't do stupid shit tonight. If so, we may know more in the morning. Yeah, it's one of those things. Be nice if that traveler out there was in the bottom right now, because if something happens out there, I'll drive through the fence with the tractor dragging that thing through. Instead, since it's out there, if something happens out there, easiest thing to unhook is the hay mower. And I'll put the disc on just like we did last year. And I'll have to obviously move the bale wagon so I can get through there, and it's a tight fit with the disc, but I've had it out there before. And I've already told the lady in charge of the government crap out there, if it's burning, I'm discing. I don't care. I don't care if I wipe out everything out there for them. So, be safe. Too many places are very hot and very dry. Luckily, some places got some rain, more than they probably want. Well, we survived another 4th of July, as far as I know. I think I just looked on Pulse Point. I think the last fire they went on was like at 1 o'clock in the area anyway. But there was, within 15, 20 miles of us, there was probably 10 house fires and 30 or 40 other fires. I wonder why. Give it a little credit. Part of it could just simply be because it was so freaking hot and dry yesterday. And fire out here in the edge of our hayfield, we kind of a given that, I don't think that was fireworks, because that would have took somebody to throw it down and out into the brush and while driving by, and that just usually doesn't happen. Anyway, figure out what to do this morning. Traveler's not in yet. It's not far from being in, but it's not in yet. I should go up and try to cut some of that last of the oats. Just get started on that before it gets 100 degrees out. Oh yeah, and the moon's still up. Look, Amazon already got here. I wasn't expecting this for another, probably the first part of next week. Oh, come on. Hold the camera, run the knife into your hand. Throw you over there somewhere. Ian's bale wagon needs something for a rat fan. And we've had good luck with the one that's on the bale loader. The only thing that's changed on that thing being a gas machine, and the only thing I can figure is the fan is producing electricity. When it shuts off, it doesn't shut off right away. Reviews on this were good. There's where it came from. They could sponsor me. I don't care. Really don't need most of this shit. We'll use that because we will run it through a relay. And hey, because they gave the terminals and the breaker, we'll probably use those. I'm gonna guess that's probably destructions. And yeah, I forgot to wipe the crap off here after I made them washers. Look, destructions. This is supposed to be a 16-inch, which is really about the biggest I can find. There's more stuff in there too. I really wasn't considering going with the S-curved blades. They say they're supposed to be quieter. Well, it's not like I give a shit from where I'm sitting. But, and these are reversible too. Ah, they even got a balance on there. So I think to reverse them, all you do is pull that and lift the fan over. But I'm going to end up making a plate for this, so it'll mount onto the shroud, so we're still shrouded. Everybody says that's how they'll work best. What else do we have? Oh. Well, it looks like I got some springs to throw in the spring deal, but I need to shove it through the radiator. Two more bags. And get my arm back out of there. Oh, a little jump wire and a plug. Oh, cute little tab deals to go here. I'm assuming a little extra mounting. I don't know. Maybe a different mounting. We may just mount it with all of it. I don't know. Anyway, that might be something we work on today because I don't believe I said it yet. Oh yeah, here you go. The other one I was looking at was a model 160016 or 160061. The model is supposed to indicate the diameter, but this says it's a 16-inch. And the other one, it says the model indicates the diameter. And it's a 16-inch. The difference is like $11 between the two. I think these were $54, and the other one was $44. This was free shipping, and by the time you paid the shipping on the other, they were the same price. And overall measurements, this is like a half an inch bigger. So I don't know, but at any rate, 8:30 in the morning and it's 80 freaking degrees and 40% humidity. Not even done moving irrigation yet. And the other thing that came today, I had a old Pioneer hydraulic coupling set that I knocked the guts out of for the swivel on our hose reel on the machine shed. And yeah, it's just finally rusted up too much. It's been there for 15, 20 years and I've redone it. Put new O-rings in it, I don't know how many times. So there's another Scamazon special, but I don't think those threads are tapered, and trying to find one of these that actually has pipe thread. I think they're the right pitch, but wrong taper. So that's why I had that in my pocket so I could look and see what I got. Because I need a coupler to hook it on with. Well, it's been a morning. It's 10:30 now. Bad thing about where the pipe comes. It's got to run underneath there. That's fine though. And really, that probably should have been back here. But the issue was, I know damn good and well I made 2 adapters last year. I got this one to go to the hook pipe, and I got mad and made another one that went to the T. Can't find it, and it wasn't on here. That's why that riser's hanging there, because there wasn't anything there. Found a good piece of pipe to use, because about a foot from where I cut it off, a couple big dents in it. Found a decent rubber in another one and stole it. And that band happened to be on an old double coupler that we had set up on a steel pipe. Well, I measured where it was on that other one. It ain't on far enough to seal. It's on 3 inches, but it don't do it. Yeah. Only gets it to there, and we really need to be more like there. So that's probably gonna put this all the way in, I suppose. Yeah, and that ain't gonna hurt nothing. This is pressed into this so that this pipe is actually swedged to about here, and ties almost back, so we can adjust that. Either take it up and do it in the shop, or just bring the tools here. Just as easy to bring the tools here. So, and yes, we've both been through a couple of Powerade or whatever the hell, Propel water, I guess it is, and water bottles, and it's still way too hot. Well, there it is. Slid it all the way on, and I'm not going to stand this close here in a second. Now when it kicked, it blew the seal out of the adapters. That's just water coming from up above now. And yeah, I know. Still gets enough pressure. Yeah, which is going to happen in just a minute. I still got to put this thing in gear. Haven't done that yet. Still don't know where that adapter could be. And this one I happened to cut the same overall length as the one that's hanging on the Traveler, which might have been a mistake, but hey, at least for that wide band it worked. A little pressure making it move, as long as everything stays hooked, and voila. Well, we got the mower up on the hill, parked in the barn, and the loggers up there aren't working today either. They may be shut down too, due to weather conditions. I haven't checked to see what the industrial fire danger says yet, but it's in far enough. If you kind of notice, that's taller than the opening. But inside we're 15 feet, and that's only like 13.6. So just means we do all the work over here, close to where the sun will be beating on the door when it's closed in the morning. But get started on it today. See if I got something to make materials out of, or if I gotta make a phone call. And while it's in here, hell, I don't know. It's awful tempting to try to do something with that. Usually those boxes are a little lower. They're not as high. So, but they're also usually done after delivery. So, you know, we already know they kind of goofed when they put it in, because you can see where the bed rails hit. So, and that was done long before we got it. Have no idea what the names are on there. But by the looks of it, there's a bunch of scrap metal inside there too. It's like Doug and Russ and Cord and Kelly. It looks like might have been done in 1985. Well, Brooke went out and picked up them tires and tubes. There's $1,900 in the back of that pickup. That ain't bad, because just one rear tire for the 3394 is more than that without the tube. Yeah, doesn't that belt look good? So this is what happened. Bottom one's still turns. Doesn't look like it's too bad, but top one's obviously toast. And bearing's a little rough, but these pulleys, when I looked up parts, they're different sizes. One of those pulleys is 400 and some bucks. So, like I said, that's why we spent the $56 on a fan. So we're going to take this crap off. Don't need it no more. Don't need to put the shield back on here. So, just got to figure out how to get in and do stuff. Still got to get the old fan out. It's just a hub bolted. This top piece, there's just 2 bolts down there that hold it. And it's got a little wiggle, not bad. Parts for something. We'll get that slipped out of there. I hope. May have to take the blade off to get it out. That ought to be fun. And I'm just going to make a piece that'll we'll either weld it or bolt it to the shroud to hold that other fan. And go from there.
You helping Titi feed? You're helping Titi feed Tahoe.
Look
And I smiled.
Who came down to help feed.
I just
It's too warm. Since noon it's been from 98 to 101, down to 97, back up to like 102. It's wrong out. And while Ty was messing around with Blakely, she asked me, "Oh, can you go feed the back barn?" So yeah, and I got to look down. The little traveler's not in yet. The big traveler, yeah, quit moving right after we got it going this morning. Oh, they want to show you child porn? I don't think so.
Oh, baby.
So anyway, it's a day. It's still way too friggin' hot. It's 101 right now. Gotta love it. There it is, all naked now. It's kind of interesting. For that hub, those are studs welded to this piece. Because the way they did this, it's not the frame. It's bolted to the frame, rubber mounted. Not totally sure why, but yeah, it works. Notched out, of course, for the gear shift and everything. I guess it beefs the frame up a little bit too, hanging here. Anyway, I got a 24-inch circle there to fill. And I'm probably going to keep that electric fan to the top part of it. I'm debating. It can be a square piece. Hell, it doesn't matter as long as I can get it in there. Maybe bolting to this and just putting it up next to this. It don't have to be tight. It can even be back a little so it, vibration or whatever can't happen. Do it that way. In the meantime, I'm done with this tonight. It's too friggin' hot. New swivel for that hose down there, which I figure I probably better get done today because tomorrow we might need that hose. Hopefully they're going to come and get those tires on tomorrow. I didn't get a hold of the guy, but I left him a text message. But I don't know if I already said it before or not. These things, either get them half pipe or they're whatever it is. The thread are the same pitch, same number. They're not pointed, they're flattened off. As half pipe, but it's not tapered. So I'm going to go in the house because that's where the pipe dies are. It's cool there in the basement. I'm going to run a die down that, make that fit. And then I might go put it on tonight, otherwise I'll have to remember tomorrow, but it'll probably be tonight. And Ty's on her way out the driveway. I figured she would be. She got done feeding. And as you saw, we had Blakely today. That was good to see her again. It gave us a chance to get inside in the cool rather than being out here. The dogs don't even want to be out here, but it's a little cooler in the shop than it is outside. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all did have a great hump day. And hope Thursday treats everyone well.